IELTS speaking, got 4 skills in IELTS: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay. So which one you think that is easier? Which one you think is easier?
Listening.
Listening is easier. Listening is easier. Who likes speaking?
I like.
You like speaking?
I like
You like? Okay. It's an interest that you need to pay on that. And when you take these 4 skills, you don't have to take them like if you like one activity, you need to spend more time on that. If you're good at that, you should spend less time on that. You should focus on other skills. Think about the 4 tires of the car. You're maintaining the air pressure balance between all these 4 tires. It will run smoothly. Otherwise, it will be imbalanced. And one skill could affect your score as a whole. Listening, like we had a result last evening, he scored about 7.5 last evening. It has a different effect on the other skills. Like he got away with 6 in other skills, but overall he got away with 6.5. Okay, so you are good in one skill, it could improve your other skill score, the score of the other skills as well. Okay, so when the last time you had speaking?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yesterday.
Okay. When the last time you had speaking? A day ago, yesterday. When we had a face-to-face speaking interview, we had that. Okay. Okay. And
I have not speaking now.
not spoken
Spoken.
for a while. Okay. It's about your interest. We say the more the better. The more you speak, the better your speaking will be. Okay. And you have to give like 30 odd minutes, and you have to give it regularly. You're just speaking one day, you're not going back for it, you're taking a break of a week or so, you're coming back, you'll forget the lesson, you'll forget the flow you had before. Okay, and you have to do it continuously on the frequent basis, on the regular intervals. Okay, okay. I speaking takes about 14 minutes, 14 minutes. Okay, either you're going for the computer-based test or the paper-based test, you're going for the general training test or dynamic training test, you will be taken for an interview for 14 minutes. Okay, and it'll be a one-on-one activity that you will be there with the examiner face to face. It'll be a small cabin, and you can expect to have a female. Mostly that the female examiners are taking the IELTS interview, IELTS speaking interviews. Okay. And for that day you have to prepare well before. Okay, for that day you have to prepare right now. Class could be a good place. You could even do it yourself back home in order to build up your confidence. Okay, the more time you give to your speaking, the better results, the better results you can get from it. And if you've got a friend around, you've got a family member who could speak, you can spend some time with that family member as well. Okay, and class is a better place. You can use a mic and you can talk on different topics. This will boost your confidence. And do talk on different types of topics. We got number of topics. There are about 150 topics. The list that I've given you. So take about 4 to 5 topics a day and do it regularly. Divide your activity for your 30 or 45 days time period. I've got 30 days. Let's say I have to do like 4 to 5 topics a day to complete the list that I have. Mostly they repeat the topic. Okay, there's a topic such as they say talk about one of your family members. You could be asked talk about 2 of your family members. Okay, so there are similarities in that, and there are a lot of other topics that they change a bit and that they keep on giving the different exams. Okay. Okay. So if you're practicing some of these topics, you could be in a better position on the day of exam. Suppose you have already practiced one topic and you have given that exam, you will be on the higher side of the confidence. Okay, and you may pass a smile. It happens a lot. It happened a lot in the past that students have already prepared on one topic. They have given the same topic on the day of exam. Okay, and how good it would be for you. Okay, and how many points you can make on that. Either you're going for a computer-based test or paper-based test, you are usually given the choices. Okay, there are in-person call and in-person interview, and it will be video call interview as well. In-person is like examiner is sitting right next in front of you and she takes your exam. Okay, that's a in-person. That is the center-based exam, you can say. And the other one is video call. It could be applied on the computer-based and the paper-based as well. Sometimes it depends upon that how many seats they have available. When we book out your date, we find out that there are 0 seats for in-person, but there are 13 or 14 seats for the video call. Okay, so we got no option but to go for the video call. Video call could be from Canada, it could be from UK, or it could be from Australia. There will be a female examiner that she'll be taking your speaking interview. That will be a distance call. Yeah. And when you go for the computer-based test, you can expect to have your speaking on the same day as they conduct your LRW. L are listening, reading, and writing. Suppose today is 13th of December. Somebody have listening and writing test on this day, and if you have opted computer-based test before, you can expect to have your reading according to that. Like if you have picked your time, that is 10:20 and 1 p.m. If you pick this time for your LRW, you can expect to have your speaking during the second time of the day. It could be 20 past 12, it could be 20 to 2, or it will be 2 o'clock, it will be 20 past 2, or there will be a lot of options given. You can pick from there if you're appearing for the morning. If you're appearing for the afternoon test, you're picking your LRW for that is usually provided for you computer-based test. You're picking your LRW for 1 o'clock. You expect to have your speaking in the morning time. You could be given the options of 10:20, 10:40, okay, 11 o'clock, 20 past 11, and so on. You will have such options there, okay. And one more thing, your speaking will be on the same day. And for the paper-based test, if you are paying for a paper-based test on the same day, or it could be on the same day, it could be a day or 2 days before. You are usually provided the options on that. It could be on the 12th, it could be on the 14th as well. Okay? So you can expect these. You could be provided these options for your speaking test. There are 3 parts in the speaking. Part 1, part 2, and part 3. What's the purpose of part 1? Part 1 purpose is to cool you down, to calm you down, to settle you down. You might be in panic. You might have not had an interview before. So you could be in a panic situation. When you go in front of the examiner, you might be like you going out of breath, and like you're a bit confused over there. So they ask you simple questions, very simple questions. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? How about your parents? How about your family? And therefore you come up with those short questions. Remember, when you are in the part 1, there'll be short questions, okay? And you should give them the short answers of that. Don't try to expand your answers. If the question is like this, it will be like this size of the answer. Question is like of 1 sentence, you could come up like 2 or 3 sentences. Don't think about it like if you've been asked about your family, talk about your family, tell us about your family. There are 7 members in my family, me, my parents, and my 4 siblings or 5 siblings. Okay, it depends upon the number of family members you have. don't go in the details. Okay, don't think of it like a topic. This is your topic, and you just keep on talking in that one for 1 or 2 minutes. No, okay. And there'll be some more questions about your home, the structure of your home, the exterior, the interior, and could be about your locality, your area, what is the special of your area, what are the people of your area are doing, what are their professions, what are the famous places of your area, what is famous in your area in terms of the food, it could be about the malls and what are the shopping options you have. So it could be the basic questions, okay? But you could be asked about different other questions because there are a number of students have appeared for the exam. They come up with different feedbacks. They give us the feedback on that. And they say after a few simple questions, they start asking about how do you save the money? Okay, how difficult is to save money these days? So they could ask some different questions, but they'll be about you. Okay, okay, it could be about your food. What sort of food, what kind of food that you like, what sort of outfits that you do you go for shopping, how about your education, okay? How do you travel? Even they ask you, how did you come here this morning? आप सुबह यहाँ से, आप वहाँ से यहाँ पे कैसे आए? So this part takes about 5 minutes. Sometimes it could take about 6 minutes, okay? Therefore, they take you to the part 2. In the part 2, you are given a topic. Okay, topic would be talk about the seasons, talk about the months or the seasons, or talk about the season that you like. A month, your favorite month. Okay, it could be a simple word like I have already given you the list. So it says, suppose they ask you talk about a cake. Okay, how simple is this? Remember, if you were confused that I didn't buy any cake in the past recently, I don't have much to say, and you're thinking about to speak reality all the time, okay? You can actually lie to the examiner. Okay, but don't exaggerate, okay? Lie in the sense, okay, talk about your home, okay? Tell us something about your home. You start thinking about how many rooms do I have? 2 rooms downstairs, 3, okay, start. They're like, there is no need to count them, okay? There are 7 rooms in my house. Randomly. They're not going to verify the information you, okay? I've got a front yard, the backyard of my house, okay? It's a single story house, it's a multi-story house. Okay? So you're not thinking, even you're living in a rented apartment, but you are pretending as that you're living in a house which is well equipped. So information that belongs to you, you can lie to the examiner, but it should be acceptable. You start talking about, I'm living in a mansion and there is a bungalow, got a helipad on that, a big swimming pool. This is going to be too much, I think. Okay? Exaggerate हो जाएगा. But just be in your limits. I'm just telling you because it will avoid you, it help you to avoid the situation when you are coming up with the pauses. You come up with a lot of pauses. Start thinking about the information, and then how many friends do you have? In reality, how many friends do you have? I've got 2 best friends. But simply, what are you? Okay. Who's the best one for you? The one that lives next door to my house. He lives at my neighbors. She lives at my neighbors. Okay. You're not thinking about that. I don't have friends that are living next door to my house. Okay. Okay. So there is exception. Okay. वहाँ पे you can lie to the examiner. Even the food. You are talking about talk about the favorite street of your area. Favorite street. What is favorite street? You got the main market, main bazaar here. Okay. So what you can tell. You got an olive green hotel, you can bring it there. You got a national bank, bring it there. You got a food street in Islamabad, but bring it there. Okay? Lot of food options when you go in the market, you got a lot of options over there. So don't get confused. Try to add as much that it should give a sense. Okay, sense one rather it would be a food street. If there are a lot of jeweler shops and clothes shops and other shops. Okay, there are a lot of proper pavement and large street lights are already installed. Okay, that to brighten up so people's night when they walk in the streets. We don't have such things here. यहाँ पे है नहीं है, but you're pretending. आप भी pretend कर रहे हैं. So you can pretend. Okay. And this could be applied on different topics. ये different topics हैं, इसके ऊपर भी apply होता है. Okay. Even we ask a topic. We can take a topic from here. Are you hunting birds or animals? But some people like to have pet birds or pet animals. Even you don't have.
Yeah.
But think about a rabbit. You have a rabbit at your house. You got a parrot at your house. You got some specific sparrows. So you can talk about those. Somebody is having it. People like to have pigeons at their homes as a pet bird. So you can start talking about one of your cousin. आप उनके बारे में बता सकते हैं. But actually you are telling about yourself. अपने आप के बारे में बता रहे हैं. I'm just giving you one more example about how you can line the example. Okay, talk about the friend, the house of your friend. Talk about the house of your friend. What are you going to say that? You guys can visit, but we don't have that opportunity. We don't go to our friends' houses. We are really restricted to their guest rooms only. How we could come to know about their interior? What is it like inside? Okay, हमें तो नहीं पता. We don't know that. Okay, but here the same thing comes into act. You can still lie to them. You're explaining your own home, but pretending that you're as if you're explaining the house of your friend. अपने घर को बता रहे ना. Do you know the structure of your house? घर का पता है, उसके बारे में बता दें, ठीक है? But it means that you are not getting stuck. आप stuck नहीं हो रहे. You're thinking about reality. अच्छा उसके घर में क्या क्या है? I just forgot last time. I even couldn't notice this. So don't go in that detail. Don't put yourself in that pressure. Just explain your house. ठीक है? वो आप बता सकते हैं. You can apply this a lot. There's a topic, help ever with someone. Have you ever helped with someone? Never helped. कभी की नहीं है at that level. But you can pretend that again. Like you guys, every day you go to the school and college. You might be using the private transport. Okay, private transport आप use करते हैं. You can pretend that like I was on my way to my college, university, and then all of a sudden I saw there was a collide between a car and a motorbike, and there were a few females, or there was a boy, perhaps the age of 17, 18, and he just fell off. You can just name them as you like, okay? And the car ran away from that scene immediately, but I stopped my car and I rushed to that scene that you could tell this. आप भी बता सकते हैं, okay? So you just just picked that guy and you just took it to your car, and you even took help some help from the other people that were passing by, you can say. Okay, so that's a story. It never happened before. कभी ऐसा हुआ नहीं है, but you can pretend to be like that. So आप कर सकते हैं. Okay, so after the first part, you will get relaxed. You will say, okay, is this the IELTS interview? This is about my family and food, and this is so simple, but it's not that simple. Okay, they're going to take you in the part 2. In the part 2, we really have okay, I got different cue cards. Okay, and sometimes we use these cue cards. Okay, at the top, I have got talk about the flowers. Talk about the. You see this on this candidate card. You see the talk about the flowers. Okay. Down there you see that you can use some of these points that are given beneath that. This cue card will not be in the colored form, okay? And it will be on the page. Sometimes they got 3 or 4 topics and they ask you to speak on one. Sometimes they got one topic on the one page and then take it from there. They give it to you and they give you 60 seconds for it. The piece of paper will be provided and it will be all recorded. The speaking that you're having, it will be recorded. Why? Because you're going for the retake or you're going for the rechecking, so not retake, but the rechecking. So they have this evidence with them that this is what you spoke like. आपने इस तरह बोला है. So later on they could just take that recording of that and then they could have a relook on what you have said, how you had your interview and how they determined you. Okay, so you can use these questions down like, do you like flowers? Did you ever try to grow flowering plants? Okay, what types of flowers are found in your area? Do you think the flowers could be the smartest gift to give someone? Okay, so that's the cue card. Okay, and then sometimes they got a piece of paper they give you, and after that they discard it in the bin, making sure it's not going to be repeated on the same day for the other candidates. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's always good to utilize these points that are given beneath the topic. You got the topic on the top, you got some bullet points down there. Okay, when you're responding to a topic on the given topic, some of you are overconfident. They say we don't need to make points. It could be a bad thing, it could backfire at you. How? You started your topic, you don't have your points that you didn't put down, and then later on you realize, oh, I got stuck. Nowhere to go. Okay, so that's where you need a morsel. एक निवाला हम कहते हैं, एक निवाला आपको चाहिए होता है, and where is that? And that could be there in the form of the point that you're making. If you're making like 6 or 7 points, that's better. Okay, and practice something that could help you. Take 60 seconds on most of the topics to make points. Don't try to write down the speech. Most of us, we need about 10 minutes, okay? So you could go on with the other, give them their turns, call them here, and meanwhile I'm just making my points. I need about 15-20 minutes, okay? You're taking more time and speaking less. The speaking is like that you're taking less time, like of 60 seconds, you're speaking more. You're writing less, in about 60 seconds, you're speaking more. Speaking, it doesn't come from here. You're just reading it from the piece of paper and you're just delivering it in front of anyone. It's just like you're having simply a glance. Glance क्या है? You've got a one point and you have just had a glance on that and you have now started speaking. And then as about to finish that point, and then you're just having this other glance on the next point that you have written down. Okay, and so on. You just keep on doing it, keep on rolling yourself from one point to the other point. You're taking about 10 to 15 seconds. You picked up a point, you started expanding. आप उसको क्या कर रहे हैं? You are expanding that. उसको आप फैला रहे हैं. Picked up a point, expand it. Picked up a point, expand it. Okay, and there will be like a chain. Okay, so and you have a topic. You got a topic of flowers that was luckily on the top. So you are starting a topic, and then you have to take it on the peak, and you have to close it. You will be speaking for 120 seconds. The time you will be provided 60 seconds to think. The examiner will say, now you got a piece of paper in front of you, you got 60 seconds to think about it, and you will have to speak until I get satisfied. You'll have to speak until I get satisfied. The satisfaction usually comes around the second minute. Even they let you speak for over 2 minutes. Why is this so? If you're a good speaker, then they just check your stamina. Let you speak for over 2 minutes. Go on, keep on speaking. Yeah, okay. You got a good seminar. आपका अच्छा seminar है. This just if your band level is low, like about 4.5 and 5 or 6, they stop you on 120 seconds. वो आपको वहाँ पे फौरन रोक देते हैं. In other cases, they let you speak for over 2 minutes. Okay, to check out that how far you could go on a given topic. आप कहाँ तक जा सकते हैं. It could be after they could stop you after 3 minutes as well. Sometimes they say, okay, and then they get satisfied. If you stop before the 120 seconds, having the ability of speaking for 6 months, they encourage you. They are really helpful. Okay, don't think that they are your enemies. They are so cooperative. Okay, they are so soft while they are speaking. I used to give one of the examples. Sarah Mahmood, that she is there in that Islamabad. There are some other lady there taking interviews in Abdullah as well. They are simply polite. They say, what's your name? Where are you from? What are your qualifications? So you're thinking about a foreigner, it doesn't mean that they're going to fly. Okay? Going to ask the question the flow, you couldn't get that. आप उसको समझ नहीं पाएंगे. So it will not be that much quicker that you're thinking or imagining. आप वो जल्दी गोरे का think about the white person and thinking about that quick accent and then just going with that flow. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, they'll be simple and polite. If you will stop, suppose some people get stopped on the 30th second, 40th second, hardly complete a minute or so, then they start using their body language. Okay, speak up, more, speak more, add more points. You still have time, don't stop. Okay, with the cameras on them, or even they are recording with the different devices, making sure that the voice is not getting to that device, but they are encouraging you. आपको encourage कर रहे होते हैं. And you should write down the points on the piece of paper. Okay, the lead pencil will be provided to you. कच्ची pencil आपको दी जाएगी, and just you have to make points. Okay, and I've said that before. If you speak more, the better your speaking will be. Okay? And they'll be checking a lot of things in this speaking. In part 1, part 2, and part 3, they'll be checking your pronunciation. They'll be checking your flow. They'll be checking your grammar basically, and they'll be checking for the type of ideas that you're coming up with. Okay, that's the difference from one person to the other person. Okay, if I give you one topic, you may have different ideas. You may have different ideas. You may have different ideas from one person to the other person, and how you're getting those ideas right. Okay. Okay. So you got the topic, and she will say that you can make some points, you can pen down some points on the piece of paper if you like, the piece of paper right in front of you. Therefore, you can start speaking, and then once you get satisfied, part 2 is over. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes, I guess, because they give you 1 minute to think about it and 2 minutes to speak. Let's say we can have like one more extra minute, like it could be around 4 minutes. Okay. Therefore, they'll take you in the part 3. The part 3 will be related to the part 2 topic. There'll be the follow-up questions. We've had a topic last evening. Tell us about a painting or a picture that you have drawn recently. Okay. If this is the part 2 topic, you could be asked the questions about what was that about? Why did you make that? Do you often make paintings? Can you draw the sketches? Where did you learn it from? Were you really good at making those sketches and making those drawings when you were young at your school? Okay. Who is the famous painter of your area? Did you get any inspiration from him? Do you get some of his paintings inside your home? Okay. Have you ever bought some of his paintings? So it means that the questions are coming for the topic that was asked in the part 2. Okay. It could be any topic, and it should be ready for the follow-up related to the topic of the part 2. Okay. And it takes further like that, I think it could be 6 to 7 minutes more. Like you got 6 minutes here, 4 here, then it means that it could be like 14, 15, or even it could be 16 minutes. Like there could be less time here as well. यहाँ पे कम भी हो सकता है. And if you were if you want to get away from that speaking, you avoid to speak. You simply come up with the answers yes, no, okay. Can you draw a painting? Have you ever? No, okay. Do you study at your home when you come back from your school or college? Yes. You just try to shorten your answers and yes and no. This is only used for the acknowledgement. So acknowledgement के लिए use होता है, ठीक है? But this is not an answer. You're not there in the examination hall and they're not there to check your yes and no. Okay? Is this what you paid for? If this is all it's about, IELTS is all about, you're going to let them listen your yes and no's. No. If you just come up with this answer, yes and no, and they will say, why? Do you go to the park? Yes. Why? They're asking for the clarification. They are asking to expand your answers from there. And before they say, you will have to do it from your own. Don't just let them, just give them a chance to ask you the question why. Okay? It has to be a reasonable answer for it. There's no way to escape from there. Okay, you have to speak. Okay? Yes, no. Can you go? Yes. Can you drive? No. Do you watch TV? Yes. Okay? It's not going to work. Expand the answers. And give it a comment on that. A comment pass करें उसके ऊपर. Do you like TV? Yes. I like TV. I like TV a lot, especially with my friends and sometimes with my family members. It depends on what's is being played on the television. Okay? You're not making a comment. You're saying yes and no, and giving a short answer and making another comment on that. उसके ऊपर comment भी कर रहे हैं. Okay? Like, do you study? Yeah, I study, and I love studying. Okay, I like to spend 4 to 5 hours on my studies. Okay. Do you like movies? You watch movies? Yeah, I do. I love watching movies. Okay. You are now coming up with the answer, and you are expanding it. साथ उसमें expand भी कर रहे हैं. Okay, you might have noticed that I've used the intonation. Intonation means the tone. Tone को कहते हैं लहजा. यहाँ बोला. Do you like movies? Yes, I like movies. That's not the tone. Do you like movies? Yeah, I love watching movies. ठीक है? तो इसमें क्या आ रहा है? ठीक है? You are now coming with the tone. Okay? What is tone? That's a very simple example to understand a phrase, come here. You say, come here. Come here. Come here. There are 3 tones for it. Now, you will get the different feelings, and when you get that, how I'm calling you. Hey, come here. Okay, that's very simple. Hey, come here. The party is ready. Let's cut the cake. Start the party. Okay? And you're in a scolding mood. अब डांट रहे हैं, ठीक है? You're in an angry mood. Come here, I said. So the phrase is same. Okay? This applies on all the topics you have. It's not just speaking a topic. It's just having the feeling of that. आप उसको feelings में लेके आ रहे हैं. The traveling, suppose you talking about the traveling. talk about the traveling, where you went recently, the last time you went to. You say, I love traveling. I love to explore all over the world, all around the world. If it's like I've got a budget for that, I would love to fly everywhere. Recently, I've been to Gilgit, and it was a memorable journey. And the company that I had with me, the days that we had, the sort of the kind of stay we had over there, and the kind of dream weather, it all made it, I think, memorable. I couldn't forget those days. Now you're just getting the feelings of that. Now you're reaching to the place and, oh, I just, how could I forget to tell you about the snow-peaked mountains? Wow, that was amazing. And we had a lot of pictures, we had a lot of snaps over there, and you're just getting into the feelings of that, playing the scenery around, and then the tone is coming. Okay, tone is में शामिल हो रही है. And you can even apply this on different topics. Okay, talking about the technology, talking about we had a topic cake, piece of clothes. Okay. A party that you recently attended, and this is where the excitement comes in. Okay, it was your last birthday, and you had a biggest surprise of your life. Okay, in that you never had that before. Okay, and it was the biggest cake that you have ever seen in your life. With your naked eyes, it was right in front of you, and all of your classmates, of your university mates, okay, college mates, arranged that for you, and it was, I think, a moment not to forget. And this is what it is coming with the feeling. एक feeling के साथ आ रहा है. Okay. Okay. Tone means that I usually give one more simple example. I say, heard about your grandmother. She has passed away. That's just a low tone. Okay. We're saying, hey, I heard about your grandmother. She passed away. Okay. If you're feeling happy about somebody's grandmother that she has passed away, ठीक है, अब हैं तो दोनों एक ही हैं, ठीक है, आपको उसकी दादी की मरने की बहुत खुशी हो रही है, but your next sentence, other sentence, you are having you are mourning on that, ठीक है, you are in a shock, but the next sentence you are in a happy mood. The tone, it really matters, okay? Do apply that. And that's really important when you think about the band 7 or above. Okay? Your tone may be out there. But there is one more thing here. We got a pronunciation and accent. What should we do here? यहाँ पे हम क्या करें? Pronunciation, accent.
Pronunciation.
Don't go for it. Go for the pronunciation. Okay? You go for the accent, you'll get confused. Okay? There's a very simple word. That's data. Data, data. That's the accent. You're talking in the UK accent, and it's like we say a word. Say better. That's better. You often listen, British, they say that's better. But this is not the pronunciation, that's better. Okay? But still we are taking in the British accent. What we are doing here in Pakistan, we are following the British accent. And if you're going for it, so you can just simply pronounce it as a ta sound. We are not taking it as a da sound. Okay? The pronunciation, real pronunciation is better. Better. Okay? Better. You're saying da, that's the American accent, but you should avoid this. because we are reading ta. T is a ta. Okay. Okay, when it comes on pronunciation, you have to look for alphabets. We mostly get them wrong, okay, right from the school level. There are few of them that you need to get them right. Let's close class. Cooking. I love cooking. Topics are on. You've been given a topic. Cook. Cook. There's no calf. English के अंदर calf नहीं होगा. Cook. Pronunciation can give you, I think, from 0.5 to, in some cases I've seen it could be 1 or more bands only for pronunciation. You deserve about 6 with the simple speaking. You're not taking care of the pronunciations, alphabetic pronunciation. Alphabets, you know that they're all everywhere. Okay? So as we say, the vowels are everywhere. You see them in the most of the words, except few of them. Okay? Take any word from here, you'll see the vowels are everywhere. Okay? And you have to pronounce these vowels with them. We say I. Okay? We mostly use it. Get it wrong. Okay? Most of the time. And in I speaking, you have to use it a lot. I mostly spend my time, I've got a, ठीक है, you use I a lot. Subject के तौर पर आप I को बहुत ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करते हैं. There has to be I नहीं होना चाहिए, ठीक है? Be slice. It will be I, it will be slice. Bike. By I. Okay. Okay. A kilo. How much potatoes? A kilo is enough. Say kilo. Karachi. A kilometer away from here. Okay. Next is, what do we say? L has to be L. 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 That's why we say hell. Often say smell. Tell. Tell. If you see L, that will be tell. L, tell. L, tell. L, L. It rings like a bell. Okay? Bell, L. Okay. Then we have got flow. O, slow, O. Vowels are, okay. Vowels into act. Okay. We say dialogue. Dialogue. Okay. Dialogue. Okay. If we have P, it has to be P, but we say it like P. People, park, I go to the park. I go to the park. I often go to the park. It sounds different. And then imagine you've been recorded. आपकी voice record की जा रही है. Then this will be played again. I think if you just try to make sure. Examiners do have the right that they can give you the band on the spot. Because they are observing you right in front of you. Okay, they give you the bands on the spot. Okay, but still, if they want to re-listen that how you could sound like, आपकी आवाज़ कैसी होगी? When you are saying letters like that, so how could you sound like? आपकी sound कैसी होगी? We say private parking, private parking, private parking. इसमें आप देखें, you see I is try. It's right, I, P, right. Way A vowels. private, private parking. Okay. When you're going to have a meeting, the meeting has been postponed. Postponed. You see them saying that people, love talk, people. You see, if you're not taking care of these alphabets, it's going to destroy your pronunciations. Okay, ये आपको destroy कर देंगे. And say here, my routine, a butter cake, and did you try that cake before? Cake.
Yeah, I tried before.
I tried that before. Okay, from contractions, I'll show you a video. I'll share this in the group. I've already made that video on the contractions, so I'll share that in the group. Just remind me of that. Send me text message. I'll drop you that video.
Yes.
And then therefore you can watch that contraction video detail. We're going to write some of them, not all of them. It will take a lot of time. I'm Usman, and I'm from Haripur. Okay? I am Usman. I am from Haripur. I've recently completed my graduation. I've recently completed my master's, BS. Okay. So these contractions could make your speaking more sound like a native speaker. He has, he's got everything. He's home. He is home. He's got everything. He's, थोड़ा सा, वो sound में थोड़ा. You're a good person. You're a good person. You are a good person. He's a nice person. He's so cooperative. He's so generous. So helpful.
He's so
Are you
intelligent.
praising? Huh?
He's so intelligent.
Yes. He is helping out people. वो लोगों की मदद करता है. And these are the qualities that you need to have in different topics. काफी topics में आपको ये qualities जो है, you need to praise a lot of people. आपने praise भी करना है कुछ लोगों को. Okay. Like talk about your favorite personality. Talk about one of your family member. It could be your father. I simply say, talk about a generous person. A generous person, the person who spends a lot. Talk about a kind person. Okay. So in either case, you can take it to your father. Don't get panic. Okay, who is a generous person living in our locality? Who is a kind person? Who is your ideal person? Your father is your ideal person. Okay, make it so simple, and you can praise him a lot. You can talk about your mom as well. आप उनके बारे में बात कर सकते हैं. We've been there on quite a few occasions. We've been there, I think, twice. I'm talking about a place that you have visited. I've been there with my family recently. Okay, and I'll be going there again. And there are a lot of reasons for it. There are a lot of reasons to go there again. Okay, so we say with Dave, Al, Will, they'll. Okay, we can use these contractions. The major challenge, big challenge.
No.
There's a major challenge. I've seen it over the years. They say you've been dried out with the points that you're making. You don't make, you couldn't make. How can I make the points? कैसे make कर सकते? Okay, a cake, a piece of cloth. Let's say simply a cake. Okay. What is that word I can say about it? What can I say about it? Make some simple points down there. 6, 7, 8 points are usually enough. That's what you can do in about 60 seconds time. Okay. You'll be given 60 seconds to think about it, to make the point, and that's how you can make the points. How you can convert a single word or a small information into a complete topic. Think about the topic, talk around the topic a bit. Okay? If you're saying, I've had a cake, I've ordered a cake and I just bought it, we cut this off and we ate it. The party's over in 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay? Expand the points. Okay? Think about the topic, dessert. And dessert is, especially when you think about the cake, everybody likes it. You can talk about any age, from young person, elderly person, to children even, okay? Everybody can have it. Everybody loves eating cake. If you're not diabetic, then you can have these desserts. We can also make them at our homes, but making a big one could be a difficult one. It needs a lot of expertise, a lot of hard work, and needs a lot of time as well. And you have to get the ingredients right. You have to get the recipe right. And what if you just fail on a big occasion? Then all the guests are waiting around, and your cake is not ready yet. Okay, we've made it, but it's not that worth to present. Okay, so you go to the bakery, and you get that from there. The last one we had one, it was a big one, and it was my brother's birthday party, and we all decided, all the siblings decided to surprise him with that. So I just went to the nearby bakery and I ordered a cake, and before that they just showed me off some of the types of the cakes and the flavors, and I had a glance on all that. It was so confusing, you know. You go to the bakery, you see a lot of variety over there, and beyond everything, you have to look for something that your brother likes and what everybody likes to have. Okay, so I ordered the Black Forest, or either the chocolate cake, and he loves eating chocolate. Okay, so it was of like 5 or 6 pounds cake, and I just even told them to write the name down the top of that, and therefore we ordered that well in advance to make sure you're getting that ready on the time. So you're just rolling with this. आप उसके साथ बता रहे हैं, and you just keep on dealing with the rest of the topic, and it could be applicable on other topics as well. There are two ways you can start the topic. We've already said that one before. Taking one topic from the top. Last movie I've seen, it was an Indian movie, or it was Pakistani movie, and I watched it with my family for 3 hours. It was, the name of movie was that. Okay, and if you think it like it, you can, I think you're giving it in about 15 seconds time, 30 seconds time. Okay, you're not talking too much. And when you talk around the topic, you can take more. You can think about the movies. Movies are made for the entertainment. So when you want to get relaxed, we've been working a lot throughout the week. The hectic schedules we have for our studies, for our work. So we need to have some entertainment at the end of the week. And we decide to have the movies. And there's a lot of choices that we have around. The different languages, different movies, and the one you see on the big screen is, I think could entertain you more as compared to the one that you watch on a mobile phone. Okay, so now you start talking about that in detail, and this will help you to speak over 2 minutes. When you talk around the topic, or topic around baat karte hain, you can take some other topic as well. Flowers. We just had this here. Flower. Okay. Talk about the flowers. So we've got different types of flowers. You can name them 1, 2, 3, 4. And vocabulary also help you. You don't have the vocabulary. You don't know. You only know rose, red rose, white rose. Okay. Yellow rose, rose. Okay. You need to name them all. There are variety of that. You got daisy, you got daffodils, dandelions, you got morning glory, you got sunflowers, okay? Roses are
Lily.
there, okay? Lily, water lily. Yeah.
Tulip.
Tulips are they're very common. Okay? So where we got variety of that. So when you're speaking on these topics, you need to have vocabulary. You don't have vocabulary, what are you going to say? आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं? Okay, you've been asked to talk about the animals, the pet animals, pet birds. You can't name the birds. What birds do you have? The pigeons, the sparrows, the crows, what else? I don't know them. Okay, you need to name at least a dozen of them. So you could just tell the examiner that we got this variety in our part of the world, in our area. You can tell them. Same as the vegetables, the fruits. So get the vocabulary on, okay? And that's something you have to do before the exam, not on the day of exam. You start thinking, oh, where are those fruits that I usually, okay? You even couldn't name them. आप उसको नाम भी आपको नहीं आ रहा. So get the vocabulary right. When you start your speaking, in front of at the start, you can ask some informal questions to the examiner. Hi, so nice day out. So cold. Okay, what's your name? Okay, I heard a lot about you. मैंने आपके बारे में बड़ा सुना है यहाँ पे. You never heard about her, but a lot of students that they are praising you. One or two questions just to build up your confidence. Okay? Don't be nervous. If you'll be nervous, then you will forget the thing that you have prepared previously in the previous times. You're a good speaker, but you're nervous. You couldn't perform on the day. Okay? So get the confidence on the days. Days के ऊपर आपने performance आपने. Okay, you get the confidence here in front of the class. This is part of the vocabulary. We got modern phrases. We got different types of. Okay, so you need those phrasal words like I say, get stuck. Different types of phrases like get stuck. I sometimes get stuck when I go to my university or college. That is due to the heavy traffic during the rush hours every morning. So get stuck, that's a phrase. You can get these verb forms right. Often get stuck. We got stuck. Talking about the past, talking about the traveling. Last time when we were going there, we got stuck. Got badly stuck. Got badly stuck there because it was snow falling, it was snowing everywhere, and then the roads were not clear. Okay, we faced a lot of difficulties. So get stuck, got stuck, getting stuck. Okay, if pretend to, terminate it, get rid of. Okay, I think you should get rid of this habit. छुटकारा पाना. ये phrases जो हैं वो काफी आपको helpful हो सकते हैं. And even the way you say, I say something about my family. There are five people in my family. Me, my parents, and my two siblings. Okay? Some say one brother and one sister. Okay? Some say siblings, two siblings. Okay? That's the right word. So you have to use that. And if there are any foreigner, especially the Britishers and Americans, then when they are saying that, they say even they count their pet animals and birds with them. उनको भी वो count करते हैं. There are 6 people in my family, me, my parents, my 2 siblings, and a dog. Okay, they said that. Okay, you got a pet at your house, you can count them. आप उसको भी आप when you're staying about your family. Okay, expressing information. It's like expressing information. How you are expressing your information. When you get up, I get up early in the morning. This is what everybody says. I wake up at dawn, and I'm a kind of person that I work from dawn to dusk. Okay, you working from dawn to dusk. Okay. This is a way of you're expressing the information. आप उसको कैसे express कर रहे हैं? Using the simple vocabulary, using a vocabulary that is always welcome. It's a typical spoken vocabulary, and it is updated. Okay, like using word very a lot. This is not being used. BA संभाल नहीं होता. Very good. Awesome. That's awesome. You don't say, oh, very good. That's very good. You hardly listen. That's awesome. That's awesome. You listen this. So there are some of the words that are disappearing from English. वो से disappear हो रहे हैं. Talked about accent pronunciation, flow. That's another one. Okay. How is your flow? Flow कैसा है? Flow is good. Topsy turvy. Ups and downs. So how about a drive on the highway? Smooth and calm, and you love to accelerate. Okay. And how about that you are on the rough road, bouncing around, dancing around. Okay. Never comfortable. Okay. So rough road. So you're speaking with the flow. It means a lot. And you're not speaking with the flow, you're getting stuck. It means that you're having a lot of pauses. And a lot of students, they like to repeat. Don't get the new next sentence, they repeat the previous one. Okay. How about the mistakes? How many mistakes that you can afford to make? Let's say 1 or 2 or 3 could be considered a slip of tongue. So making more mistakes, it could be like that you're now making mistakes. Okay? It wasn't like a slip of tongue. Okay? You made a mistake, you used the second form mistakenly instead of first form. So you have to consider this. You can get away with fewer mistakes, but not with the volume of mistakes. Okay? You can't get away with that. Even if we speak for about 60 seconds or a minute, still you can get good bands. How we can improve our fluency? How we can improve our fluency?
By speaking more.
By speaking more and more and more and on and on and on. Okay? We say that the more sugary in word, the sweeter it comes out. जितना गुड़ डालेंगे उतना मीठा होता है. What tense of the question that examiner is asking in? Okay. Do you go to the park? Yes, I go to the park. I often go to the park. You go to the park? Yes, I went to the park. It's not what the tense is. Okay. So, are you just keeping yourself busy with these sort of activities? Yeah, I do keep myself busy with this, and I keep on working on this. This is a present continuous tense. You just keep on telling in this. It's something that is being implemented, something that you're working on. Okay. Okay. What's that you purchased from there? We had experience to go there, and did you bring anything? Yeah, I brought different types of souvenirs from my friends and from some of my families. We've been to Saudi Arabia. We brought a lot of gifts for a lot of other people. Okay. We are Muslims, and they love having the sacred gifts that we mostly bring from such places. Okay. Everybody look forward for that. So you are getting the tense right. Okay. So mostly they just test you with the present tense and the past indefinite tense. Present simple and past simple. Okay. Present indefinite tense it could be, and past indefinite tense. Okay. You might be tested with the future as well. Where do you think that the technology is taking us? How do you see the world in next 10 years' time? I'm expecting to have a lot of changes around us. You can expect to have some flying cars, and we may have a better transportation system around. So you're just telling about the future. Speaking में क्या हो? Present, past, and future. And they're mostly testing with you with. Okay. So get the tense of the sentence right. The sentence का जो tense है, that get that right. Okay. उसको आपने ठीक रखना. Okay. Will you take part? There's a one more important. There should be a chain of communication. You are receiving a question, responding that immediately, and there comes another question. There goes the answer for that. Okay. So questioning, answering. Okay. And Examiner shouldn't wait for a long time to get the answer. You've been asked a question and you're thinking, after a long time you come back with the answer. Okay, you have to come with an immediate answer. Okay, and but even don't repeat. I said that some of you they repeat that.